All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Waharakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect out there toiling in His truth. I'm Bethakamath Jim S. Dallas. I'm just coming back at you with a really quick hit lesson. Just going in on the mark of the beast, man. You know, the RFID microchip is the mark of the beast, and you got you know different factions of Israelites that's call themselves Israelites, that are not teaching that to be so, man. They're teaching all kind of other madness, that's just doesn't make sense biblically, man. So because you got groups out here teaching that the microchip or the mark of the beast, Salakia, that the mark of the beast is embargoes, an embargo or Christianity, John 3:16, white women, cell phones, credit cards. We've heard it all, man. You know what I'm saying? The mark of the beast are none of those things, although, which I'm going to get into it, they're all of those things are part of the image of the beast. You know what I'm saying? So let me just, I want to get to the point, because what sparked this lesson is one of the elders here, Elder Yatazak, made a point of, that none of those things could be possible because you haven't been, your life has not been threatened behind any of those things. But with this chip, your life is going to get put on the line. You know what I'm saying? If you, whether you take it or not. If you take it, cool. If not, then you have to die, man. You know what I'm saying? That hasn't happened with any of those other things, proving that those other things are not the mark of the beast. The mark of the beast is going to put your life at jeopardy, man, in jeopardy. You know what I'm saying? So I want to get into this real quick, So I'm just going to get to the point, this Revelation chapter 13 and verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. And of course, the image represents the system of Esau, man. The self-proclaimed so-called white man. You know what I'm saying? This is his kingdom, his society, his setup, his system. You know what I'm saying? And within his system, these things are contained. So he had power, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, his system, which everybody wants to be a part of, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. There it is right there, man. That has not happened with your cell phone, your credit card, embargoes, white women, John 3:16, Christianity. None of those things has your life been threatened if you decided that you didn't want to partake in these things, man. You know what I'm saying? You can put your cell phone down right now, walk away from it. Your credit card right now, you can put that down and walk away from it. You can stop, if you think it's white women, you can stop dealing with white women right now and walk away from them. You can leave the Christian church. So-called blacks are doing that in masses right now, man. Leaving the Christian church, and it hadn't gotten, any of these things has not and will not get you, put to death, man. You know what I'm saying? So what is this talking about when it says that, the very last part, that and he causeth and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. What's going to tell you exactly what that's talking about, because in the very next verse is going into it. Verse 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save they that had the mark or the name of the beast, or the number of his name, which that beast is Esau, the so-called self-proclaimed white man, and his number is 6, man, and this is dealing with that RFID microchip, man, because the technology that's going to be used within that in the chip is the UPC, the universal product code, your barcode, the barcoding system is going to be used within the chip. That technology, they're merging the tech, and it's going to be the same technology, man. Which the guy that came up with that technology was the head engineer at IBM by the name, and it's a guy by the name of George Joseph Laurer. You know, he created that technology, man. That the barcode that you have today, which contains the 666, which represents his name, man. George, 6 letters. Joseph, 6 letters. Laurer, 6 letters, man. You know what I'm saying? He's that man, an Edomite guy, which he represents Esau, man, which represents this whole kingdom, this setup, this society, man. You know, this system. You know, so that's why it goes into, the number of his name, and all that. So the mark of the beast will be, and is, and always has been the microchip, man, if you can receive it, man, because of course everybody is not going to be able to receive that. It's not given to everybody. But as it says in verse 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. Let's go real quick into that word. I want to get that word causeth real quick, because it's going to be clear, man, and he calls it. There it is. G 4160. I'm gonna let him say it. Let this devil say it real quick.
G 4160. Poieo.
It's poieo, and it's right there, the first one. To make. So he's gonna make you. He's gonna make these people. How is that? Well, we just read it in verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. That's how he's going to cause them all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Because these people ain't going to want to die, man. Come on, man. You serious? I got to die if I don't get this thing in my hand? Damn, here, man. You drive a hard bargain, man. God damn. That's what they going to do. They going to bow down. But what does the scripture say? That 7,000 that didn't bow down to the image, which is going into the elect, Lord willing, I can be a part of that, because hey, man, we don't plan to bow down to this devil, man. That's that all in the Old Testament. I did a lesson not too long ago going into how the all and the RFID microchip, the mark of the beast, it is synonymous, man. It's the same thing. It's that ultimate servitude to this devil, man. And if you take his chip, it's like taking that all and saying, I want to be your servant. I want you to be my master. Making him your God, man. And the Lord has a problem with that, man. That's why he tells you what he tells you in Revelations 14, that you can receive that fire without mixture. And I'm gonna get that. I don't want to get ahead of myself. I'm gonna bring that out. But basically, that's what this is going into, man. He tells you in verse 15 what 16 is talking about, proving that it's not those other things. It's not cell phones and credit cards and white women and embargoes and Christianity and John 3:16, all these things that all these other groups are teaching. It's not a spiritual mark, man. It's not spiritual. It's a carnal mark from a carnal man in a carnal kingdom and system, man. All these things of the wicked, carnal, but he's going to deal with a spiritual mark, man. Come on, man. That makes no sense, man. This dude is a carnal man, and his mark is carnal, man. And another thing to just bring that more into understanding is, again, these things are contained within the system. The cell phones and white women, credit cards, all these things. It's contained within his system, just like the medical field. Because you have the drug emporium, his drug emporium. Is why you can look on at least in every city, probably almost on every block, and see a CVS or Walgreens. His drug emporiums, which is part of his medical system, his medical field, which is a major factor in this right here, this prophecy being fulfilled, because it's going into the Xi. In the Chi Xi stigma, it's the Xi, man, which goes into the worst. What is it? It's that the god of medicine, man. Asclepius, I think, is what it goes back to. Is I think is what his name was, Asclepius, man. Well, you can look that up, and this is basically a god of medicine, man. You know, which is that serpent wrapped around that staff, man. And you see it on every you can see it on the ambulances and part of the medical field, man. Here in this system, you know. And within that, you have your drugs. These drug emporiums, so like these drug emporiums everywhere, the drugs, which when you look at pharmacy, you know, in the etymology online dictionary, it goes into it. Pharmakia, potions, sorcery, poisons, you know, all madness, man. You know, so this dude is a freaking witch, man. You know, they're witch and they're doing witchcraft, but the medical field, you know, the pharmacies, the drug emporiums, the pharmacies are all part of this things, all part of this system, which all these things are contained within the system, which is the image, man, which the mark is within the system, but it's separate, you know, and that's why John the Revelator separated it, man, you know, which at the end of the day was the Lord, you know what I'm saying? So, and that image of Cesare Borgia as well, man, because you got a lot of, you know, people that think the image of the one they call Jesus Christ, that image is the image of the beast. It's part of the image. It's contained within the image. All these things are contained within the image, which is the setup, the system of Esau, man. You know what I'm saying? So getting back to, you know, the latter part of Revelations 13 and 15, that and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Because when you read in Revelation the 20th chapter in verse 4, it reads, and I saw thrones, and they that sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them, and I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua and for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads, which is a separation, but the mark is contained within the image, you know, or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with Hamashiach Yahushua 1,000 years, going into the coming kingdom. But as you can see, the testimony of Yahushua is, you know, what part of that testimony is, we're, you know, the mark. This is the mark of the beast, man. We're not taking that crap, man. That's why you're going to have beheadings, you know. That's why you're going to have beheadings, because we just read it in verse 15. Let me go back now, because you're going to be beheaded, you know. They ain't got those guillotines for nothing, man. You know, what do they call it? The concentration camps, man. Re-education centers, man, to re-educate you. They're gonna try to change your mind, man. They're gonna be torturing people. So again, Revelations 13 and 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he makes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And we just read in Revelations 20 that there's going to be beheadings to those that reject those things, that did not receive those things, the image, the mark. You know what I'm saying? So death, man, is coming if you don't take the mark of the beast, man, which proves not your cell phones, not your credit cards, not embargoes, it's not Christianity, it's not John 3:16, it's not white women, it's not none of those things, man. You know, it's not the image of Cesare Borgia. It's none of those things, but again, all those things are part of the system and contained within the system. But the mark is something separate, man. So you got to understand that, man. You know, because you're going to get put to death. They're going to offer you the chip or death. You know. And that reminds me of what is that? I think it's 2 Ezra 16. 2 Ezra 16 and 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you. That's the concentration camps. They're going to, those re-education camps. And feeding you, Salaki, and feed you being idle with things offered unto idols. Boom. They're going to offer you that chip, man. Now, of course, this devil ain't no telling what all he's going to offer you. Pork and all types of abomination to eat, when you're in there hungry and wanting to eat. You know what I'm saying? But they're going to ultimately offer you the chip, man, which is going to make, that's that ultimate idol, man, because you're going to make this dude, if you take it, that's the ultimate idol. You accepted it. You made this dude, which is an idol god, your God. You become the ultimate servant, and the Lord is going to kill you for it, man, which is that, as a matter of fact, let me go here real quick before I get Revelations 14, which reminds me of also those 7 sons, man. I believe that it's in the Maccabees, what the 7 sons that rejected the pork, from the king, and he cut their tongues out and maimed them, cutting limbs off, heating those pans up and burning them, and they took those things unto death, man. These things are coming back around, man. No new thing under the sun, man. These things are coming back, man. But it also reminds me of this in Revelation, the 3rd chapter. It's Revelations 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. That's the mark of the beast, when they're going to really push this thing and give you the option, really not an option, or the choice, rather, of take it or die, man, Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, that's this truth, man, the will and way of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Thus saith the Lord, man, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, man, which shall come upon all the world. And he causeth all to make both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark. Come on, man. He ain't making nobody take a cell phone. He ain't making nobody get a credit card. He ain't making nobody date white women. Come on, man. These things don't even make sense, man. Which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So that hour is coming, man. We just read in 2nd Ezra 16. This is that hour, man. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you, and feed you being idle with things offered unto idols, man. They're gonna offer you that chip. That's that hour, man. But it says that because thou, who the elect, man, has kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. So other than the martyrs, man, you know what I'm saying? Of course, there's martyrs. We just read it in Revelations, the 20th chapter, man, in verse 4. Those that were beheaded for the testimony of Yahushua. Those are the martyrs, man. Everybody else, man, if you're not a part of the martyrs, then you don't, in which they don't have nothing to worry about. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, man, you're good if you, the martyrs, the only ones that's going to basically get put to death, man, which that's not an L. That's not a loss, man. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be the first ones waiting on the chariots, man, And if that's part of my lot, then so be it, man. The water Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. I just hope and pray and pray and hope that if that is my lot, that the Lord puts that spirit on me to stand stiffly and firmly and stiffly, man. You know what I'm saying? And uphold. You know what I'm saying? Hold fast, man, as the scriptures say. But yeah, man. So that patience, man. That hour of temptation is coming. So back to 13 one more time. Then I'm going to get 14 and I'm out. Because clearly, I'm just focusing on the end of this verse. Revelations 13 and 15, the end of the verse. And causeth that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Going into the mark. And he causes to make. So all these things are proving that it can't be these other things, man. Because when you read in verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, man. What are cell phones, credit cards, you know, and I know you can go and make payments and things, but you can walk away from those things, man. You know what I'm saying? White women has nothing to do with buying or selling. Christianity has nothing to do with buying or selling. You know what I'm saying? And really, the credit cards and the cell phone is there. It's just that stage before, man. It was all pre. Trust me, these devils are they're playing chess, but they don't realize they're playing chess with the ultimate chess player. You know, all these things that they do is set up for the next phase, the next step of it, man. So it's not an accident, man. If you think they didn't know that these credit cards and these cell phones were going to lead to digital society, that aging society, you're out your effing mind, man. They knew. They knew. So, and all these things are leading into that digital network, that digital society, man, which is going to lead to the chip, man. You know what I'm saying? And if you take it, you're through, man, So let me get this last one because the Lord said it, man. Revelations 14:9, for all you that's teaching to take it, man. You got groups out there teaching to take it, man. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb, man. So if you take that chip, you're through, man. Indignation, that righteous anger. The Lord told you, do not take it. So if you take it, you're finished, man. So and again, this thing is not a, it's not a spiritual mark. Here's an image, some images right here, and you can clearly see that's in that guy's right hand, man. What does that have to do with Christianity? What does that have to do with white women or an embargo? How is that a spiritual mark, man? It's a physical mark in your hand, which and Elon Musk and these devils are coming out with the same technology that can go in your brain, man. Come on, man. Boy, if you can't see it, and if you read that, it says human RFID chips will not be optional. Boom. It is what it is, man, if you can receive it. But yeah, no, I just wanted to do a real quick hit lesson. Hopefully this made sense, man. I'm just kind of was flowing through the spirit, man. I didn't map this out in any order or kind of way. I just, the spirit jumped on me, and I went live. I went on, to put it on wax, man. So hopefully this made sense, and hopefully it was edifying to the hopeful elect, which I hope to be a part of. With that, giving all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Muhammad Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect, the house of David, the Bayath, Shah Dawadah, Shalom.